Hey guys, welcome to Marvel Rivals. Today I got a treat for you. I'm checking out Sypeh from Virtus Pro. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Let me know if that's incorrect. And his Ultron gameplay in Quick Match. I wanted to see how he was handling the character. He is a very strong support player in Marvel Rivals, and I believe they're going to be playing in Marvel Rivals Ignite. So I just wanted to see what the best Ultron on the leaderboard of competitive gameplay plays like. So here we are checking it out. For those that are new, Ultron does have a left primary fire that does a tickle of damage that kind of bursts at the end, so you want to try and be really accurate. He has a drone that he can throw on top of his teammates, and then of course he has a healing beam that he is using thanks to Iron Man for his team up, and it provides piercing, healing, and piercing damage. Pretty simple. So we're gonna see as he plays this. It looks like he's gonna go ahead and focus on healing when the opposing team Ultron actually goes for damage. Normally when I'm playing, I try to focus down the Ultron, but I do admit it never really works out, so maybe just focusing on healing during that phase is a better call next time. So I will do that if I'm in an Ultra Mirror matchup. Good to know from Sypeh. Ooh, Wolverine came in. It even looked like he touched him. Luckily he's able to survive though. Healing on his tank, perfectly done. And do note, if you have the drone on top of a member in front of you and then use your right click, which is what provides the shields in an AoE area, it will extend to the drone as well. Be aware of that. Okay, so it looks like they're kind of holding down here on the front. I will be honest, this is a new map that came out, and this new map, dude, I feel disoriented in it all the time, which actually I don't think is a bad thing for the record. I think it's meant to feel like that. It's very mechanical. It's not supposed to make sense to a human or a superhero, if you will, so it kind of makes sense in that regard. Oh my god, this guy's shots are so good. You can kind of tell why he's a pro. But I will say, this first objective point reminds me of Midtown, where the first objective is really hard for the offense to get around, but once they get around it, it feels a lot better. Oh my god, these guys just hitting spawn camp right now? Oh no! That feels like bullying, isn't it? Oh, hang on, Wolverine comes in, goes for a dive, trying to find him. There's actually a lot of room for Wolverine, a lot of quarters, not too bad. Sypeh trying to keep that front line alive. Cuban Torch winds up falling down though. Scarlet Witch using an ult to hit here. I like how he went for a heal on her just to make sure that she got through. That was smart. Oh yeah, I hit this payload, by the way. That green thing is Groot. And it's the payload. It feels so cheap. I don't know what the story is behind it. But it's just, yeah, it's just kind of walking there. I usually lose it a lot of the time. Okay, it looks like the red team is finally pushing out. So Sypeh's pulling back, just kiting, putting damage out. One thing that's really cool about Ultron is he builds his ultimate relatively quickly. So if you're always poking your opponent, you're usually going to have an ult 2 or 3 times around pretty easily, which is always nice. Okay, so it looks like the opposing team is starting to get through. Jeff relatively low on HP. Sypeh puts the drone on him and immediately goes to work. Pretty solid flying as well. I like how he takes the off angle so he gets the one-on-one all the way. Poor Hulk gets picked off. Way too many people on the opposing side, dashing away. Nice. His dash is so nice. It usually gives you a lot of control and lets you reset up real quick. Also good for chasing down a kill if you're greedy. Okay. Oh, that Wolverine going for the back line. Trying to get the damage out of it. Nice. Ulting, focusing Wolverine. Good damage on him. Mostly, though, to keep the target that Wolverine is on healed, though. Now he goes to the execution on the opposing Ultron. Gets to back up. Dude, what a tall area. Jeez. Brawl completely breaking out right now. Looks like Human Torch gets some decent damage in. Turns around, kites back. Works in Thor, kicking forward. Yeah, so it looks like the average game plan that I've been kind of playing in my match is similar to his as well, which is like poke out the tanks. If any like assassin gets underneath you, put some damage on top of them. But don't try to trade, don't try to outpoke like a Hawkeye or anything. Just kind of burn the tanks down and provide healing. And it's working. Also really distant here. Love these big open rooms for him. 80% on his ultimate, staying away from the hold. Hulk has that fun luxury of being able to jump on a flyer like that and knock him down. But he's able to get over to Jeff. Jeff heals him up. By the way, Jeff this season feels really solid. He has 3 team-ups, which is the most in the game at the moment. Kind of beaten butt. If you want to see some Jeff gameplay, let me know. Also, if you have any players that you want to see in Marvel Rivals. If you're a Marvel Rivals fan, please let me know. I'm kind of checking out people, learning their playstyles, seeing what I can learn, incorporate my own gameplay. And also just getting practice with casting, right? Because I want to cast Marvel Rivals Ignite. Alright. Oh, that's like this is an area that you can get stuck in if you don't have like double jumps, so be careful with that. I've seen a couple of people stuck in there. Flanking from behind, going straight for the rocket. Rocket goes straight to the air though, that was smart. If you ever are getting shot by an Ultron, go up if you can. Verticality is really rough for him. Still good aim though. Incredible flank overall. Dang. I had not considered flanking on Ultron. I was too nervous. I am going to try that way more often. The only problem with it is you don't really have a self-heal unless you're next to a teammate. So you have to be really effective or completely surprise your opponents or have your team come in right afterwards. But I could probably fix that with comms, right? Good heals coming out still. Just go straight up as Ultron. There were so many people diving for him, but he just took the high ground. Ooh, nice aim so far. Going for the ult. Interesting. Realizing that he can't hit, though. It's so hard to hit this. Yeah, you don't want to take that in a flyer-on-flyer. If he would have hit that, I would have been so impressed. I wonder if you can practice it enough to, like, try and hit your opponent. I should do that. Does anybody want to, like, practice with me? Just go into, like, a custom lobby and just dodge forever while I keep ulting you? I want to know if I can get good at that. If you can get good at that, I feel like that would really help. There's a lot of flyers in the meta right now. Which, by the way, if you're playing against a lot of flyers, I see a lot of people kind of complaining a lot. Dude, play Hela, play Hawkeye, which are the obvious ones, Bucky, Punisher, and here's one that's not obvious, but I'm telling you is going to become part of the meta. You can quote me on it right now. Black Widow. Black Widow is actually so good at getting flyers to go down and stop flying above, which really kind of takes away some of their strengths. Okay, Hulk coming in, just kiting backwards, providing heals, trying to make sure his drone's hitting 3 or 4 teammates. Good, and then the moment the tank leaves the area, instead of chasing, he changes his target. Smart. Backed away again. He saw a spear come in from Black Panther, so he didn't want to get necked by that, right? If he gets knocked out by that, it's rough. Ooh, triple before. Okay. I would have ulted there. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is where I'm a scrub. I guess you've already won the team fight, right? So save your ultimate for the next point. In my mind, I was just like, it's 2 minutes on the clock. I might as well go for it. But obviously, I am running it down doing that. I should be a little bit more wary. Okay. Front line goes down to half HP. Ooh, Wolverine goes in. He pops the ultimate. Smart, 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 smart. He saw the Wolverine. Okay. So he popped out a big heal, did his right click, and then used his Q immediately. Turns around the fight completely, and that's why you save your ultimate. Okay, big learning moment for us, guys. Seeing the Hulk just flying at you is so scary. Playing the long angles. I don't know about you guys, but I love this playstyle. It feels so controlled, you know? It feels smart. Nice, good shots. There's almost like a rhythm to his left click that I'm like really attracted to. Am I into robots? Okay, alright. Oh, big Wolverine. Wow, did that glitch? Kind of like slid. Both of them going for the Ultron there. Nice. Got him low. He's backing out. They are currently spawning the camp of their opponents. Yes to that backwards, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm cool with it. Okay, big ult available, but we're down on 30 seconds. You don't want to ult unless you have to. You want to try and save it for the end. Okay, goes for some kills. Got Black Panther pretty low. Decent damage. Even getting him so low that he dies. Fantastic, gets healed up. All right, here we go. 15 seconds. Final objective push. Putting damage on the tank, trying to move him away with his teammates. Opposing Ultron trying to ultra him, but he's not carrying too much. Instead, he's focusing on healing. Looks like they may have gotten the objective pushed into overtime, but he can start escaping here. Nice shot by Jeff, getting some heals last second. Oh my god, Wolverine! Okay, kiting backwards. Good job, Jeff. And Ultron working in tandem to escape back to the base. Love to see that. Both assassins get picked off for chasing them down, which means they're in a 6v4. Huge torch ult. Try to lock down this corner here. You want to keep him alive during this for sure so he can do what he wants. Meanwhile, backline, he's getting flanked by an Ultron. Good movement. Dodges on the huge shot coming his way. Opposing Ultron pops their ultimate as well. Here comes the drones. Massive Doctor Strange, I have Armado. Laying down multiple opponents and setting up a great situation. And here we go. Ultron comes in with the extermination. Jeff the shark grabbing 2 in the face. Mr. Fantastic tries to hold, but it's just not enough. And Mr. Sypeh gets his victory. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.